Welcome to Chemistry Tutorial 360. Balancing chemical equation is a skill, right? This skill will help you to learn chemistry quickly. So in this video, we are going to learn how to balance chemical equations. So in case of balancing chemical equations, you have to have some basic knowledge. Look, in a chemical equation, you cannot create any atoms, right? Or you can destroy any atoms. So in a chemical equation or reaction, in a chemical equation, a chemical equation must have an equal number of each type of atom on both sides of the reaction arrow. This is reaction arrow, right? Okay. So this is a rule, right? You have to start by balancing those elements that occur in only one compound on each side of the equation. You will understand this rule when I will show you an example. Okay, this is very important, right? You can only change coefficient. You can only change coefficients while balancing chemical reactions. You are not allowed to change the subscript. Remember it. So now look at this thing. Balance the following reaction. So how to balance this reaction? This is methane, this is chlorine, this is carbon tetrachloride, and this is hydrochloric acid. Okay, to balance this reaction, at first we have to draw a table like this. Look, this is reactant side and this is product side. So in the reactant side we have carbon, that is 1, then we have hydrogen, which is 4, then here we have chlorine, which is 2. In the right hand side or product side we have carbon, that is 1, then we have here chlorine, that is 4, plus here we have another chlorine atom. So basically we are getting 5 chlorine, and here we have hydrogen, that is 1, right? So look, so here we are getting chlorine and here we are getting chlorine. So this chlorine may come here or here. According to the rule, we will balance this chlorine at last. However, look, carbon has come from only one compound, that's a methane here, and here from carbon tetrachloride. So carbon is already balanced, so you have nothing to do. Then let me balance hydrogen. So here the number of hydrogen is 4, but here 1. So to balance the hydrogen, what can I do? I can multiply here by 4, that gives me 4. If you multiply by something, that something must come before that atom. So this 4 will come before this hydrogen, and this hydrogen has come from here. So we have to place here 4 as a coefficient. If you place here 4, the number of hydrogen will be 4. Already you have written. The number of chlorine will be 4, right? So you have to change this chlorine, right? So you have to write here 4 chlorine. So this 4 chlorine, so totally you are getting 8, right? 8 chlorine. Okay. So look, your carbon is balanced, your hydrogen is balanced, but at last your chlorine is not balanced. So what can I do? Here you have 8, but here you have 2. So to balance the chlorine, you can simply multiply by 4, that gives you 8. This 4 must come before this chlorine, that is here. If you place here 4 as a coefficient, 2 times, this is subscript, 2 times 4, that is 8. So everything is balanced now. Carbon 1 1, hydrogen 4 4, chlorine 8 8. So everything is balanced. So you can say that this is the balanced equation. At last you can change this arrow sign by equal sign. This is the balanced equation, right? Look, we haven't changed the subscript. We just changed the coefficient, right? This is subscript, right? This is subscript. We haven't changed the subscript. Just to balance the chemical equation, we have changed the coefficient. Actually, by changing the coefficient, you can balance the chemical equations. So let us take another example. So how to balance this reaction? Look, in the left hand side we have phosphorus, that is 4, sorry. Here we have 4 phosphorus atom. Then we have oxygen, which is 10, plus here we have 1, that is we have 11. And then we have hydrogen, which is 2, and here we have hydrogen, which is 3, and then we have phosphorus, we have here 1, and then we have oxygen, which is 4. So look, this phosphorus has come from only one compound. So let me first balance this. So here 4, but here 1. So to balance the phosphorus, what can I do? I can multiply here by 4, that gives me 4. This 4 must come before this phosphorus, that is here. So look, if I multiply 4 times 3, that gives me 12. So let me update the number of hydrogen. Then here phosphorus we have 4, then oxygen we have 16, right? So look, now we are going to balance hydrogen, because hydrogen has come from only one compound. So to balance the hydrogen, what can you do? So look, here 12, here 2. So if I multiply here by 6, that gives me 12. So this 6 must come before this hydrogen, that is here. If you place here 6, the number of hydrogen is 12, the number of oxygen is here will be 6. 10 plus 6, that gives me 16. So look, now phosphorus 4, 4, so phosphorus is balanced, oxygen 16, oxygen is balanced, and hydrogen 12, 12, hydrogen is balanced. So everything is balanced. So you can say that this is the balanced equation. So I hope, believe, and expect that balancing chemical equation will be easy for you. If you don't understand this video, then try to watch this video twice times. It will help you, right? So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.